there. Today I wanted to show you a little swag I'm going to be making for my mailbox. I got this nice little bendable wreath form, and the great thing is you can bend it and put it around your mailbox. So I'm going to be using some 22-inch Deco mesh, and I'm going to be doing 4th of July theme. Well, patriotic theme. There's so many patriotic holidays that making one of these is really great because you can really use it a lot. And then I'm going to be making some ruffles with 10-inch red, white, and blue that I'm going to add on. And then I have lots of ribbon, and I have some really cute little picks. So I don't know how much of this I'll use, but we'll kind of see as we go. So I got this form at Craft Outlet, in case you want to look for one of these. I believe that Trendy Tree has these as well. So all I'm going to do is kind of start like I'm doing a regular wreath, and I will gather it at the end like this. And I'm actually going to go to the very end and use one of my handy zip ties. I'm going to make this just a tad longer right there. And just tie it on. There we go. Okay. And then I'll just trim this off. Okay. And we'll kind of put it around the side. Okay. So I'm just going to make some poofs. You know, and I like to cheat. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3 like that. Because that's about the size of the poof that I like that. Okay. Then I'll just tie this down. Just going to tie it one time because we're going to come back through with some ruffles. Okay, and we'll do that again. Open this one up. 1, 2, 3. I just do this because it helps me keep them even. Okay. And again. One, two, three. Tie that one down. There. Okay. And again. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one's moving around, so I'll come back and put a zip tie down around this one because it doesn't want to stay in place. Okay, so I'm going to cut a little tail just like on this side. Okay, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So, whoops, just threw my pick in the floor. Okay. This one is not as even as I would like it to be, so I am going to cut it with my rotary tool. A little bit harder since I have it smashed together, but let's see, about that long. I'm just going to use my zip tie. Oop. There we go. Okay. Let's see, this look even? Yeah. And the reason I like to do a little tail is because this is going to be hanging over the mailbox, so, you know, just looks cute having a little tail on it. Okay. Alright. Now we'll do our 1, 2, 3. Cute, cute. And again, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fluff that up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What's nice about this is it does not take you as long as a regular wreath does. And it's so cute. My mother, who lives with me, absolutely loves to decorate for every holiday. So, I love to make little things for her because it just really makes her happy and excites her. So, 1, 2, 3. She likes it when we have the prettiest thing on the block. So, we try. There we go. And, let's see, we have one more. And then we'll do our tail. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut the tail off back here. Let's see. Let's do about right here. And whenever you finish a project, just kind of a little tip, always keep your mesh, because there are lots of little projects that you can do with leftover mesh. So always keep that. Alright, so now that we've gotten this part done, I am going to do, I'm going to set this aside for a second, and I'm going to do my ruffles. So to do the ruffles, what you're going to do is roll them out, and I like to roll them on top of each other because when I cut, it just makes it so much faster to cut all three at once. Okay. There we go. Those look pretty even, so I don't think I have to cut it and make an even end. Well, I think I will. I just like to cut the very end. It just kind of helps you start out everything together and nice and smooth so there's no fraying too. Okay, so I'm going to cut every 10 inches. There's one. That's the great things about these mats, is since it's marked, I can usually cut 3 times before I have to roll it back out. That's if I can get them to hold still. It's because I have too much junk on my table. Okay. There we go. So let's see, how many of these do I want to cut? I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12. So I'm going to go through and cut all these, and then I'll come back and we'll start putting the rest of it together. So I've gotten all these cut. Haha, they keep dropping over. Okay. So now, let me just move this aside. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make ruffles. So you want to lay it flat in the direction that it wants to roll. So like this, then you just walk up through the center, like that. I want to put all 3 together, so I'll hold it in between my hand. But you can, if you have trouble doing something like that, you can use clothespins, you can use chip clips. So we'll do the second one. Just like that. Okay. And the third one. Just like that. Alright, so we got the red, blue, and white. And we're going to take our little mailbox swag. Make sure these are tucked under. Like that. Then you just want to, whoop, it sticks to your shirt. Set it down like this and put it in your tie. Just like that. And then just kind of fluff it out. Okay? And we'll do another one. You're just going to do this in each tie. So, roll it flat again. Walk your fingers up through the middle. Make your bow tie. Okay. And again. Right through the middle. And I'm going to keep my colors consistent. Sometimes I will vary them and sometimes I will keep them consistent. It just depends on, you know, the look that I'm trying to get. So today I'm going to do red, blue, and white on each one. So do the white one without tearing up my shirt. Okay. So we got red, blue, and white. Okay. I'll just pick this up again and go into the next tie. So I just untie it. That's why we only tied it once. And put it down and tie it back. We will come back through and put some ribbon in as well. But see, this is going to look really full once you get all this in. So I'm going to keep doing that. And then I will come back and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so I've gotten all of the ruffles in. See, that looks really pretty. But I'm actually going to add even more, because when you push this down on your mailbox, it's going to show some of that middle. So what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to add in one more method. I just like combining all these methods together. So I'm going to bring my 3 rolls back, move this out, and I'm going to once again cut 10 inches, every 10 inches. Okay. And this time I'm going to do 4 cuts. I believe that's right. Let's make sure. So I want to cover up these sections in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. So we're going to do 4. Okay. So every 10 inches. I've already made 1, so we'll just do 3. Okay. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut some ribbon. I've got a couple cut, but we're going to cut some more. So the way I like to cut my ribbon is I have my handy dandy cardboard. So I like to cut my ribbon 12 inches. So this cardboard is 6 inches, and I just covered it with some duct tape because I use it a lot. So then when I fold this over and cut it off, I have a 12-inch ribbon, and I can do several at one time. To me, this is just faster. Better if I do my long scissors. And with the fact that it's covered, it is very easy to slip your scissors in there. That's why I didn't do 2 pieces of cardboard, because it works really well. And I'm just gonna dovetail my ends. I like to use lots of different ribbons when I'm doing anything with ribbon, just because it gives it a lot more interest. Okay, so see, I've got like Liberty, and I have like this. I think that's so pretty. And I have blue, red. I have this red, white, and blue. I have this red, white, and blue. So I'm going to cut a blue to go with this one, because we need 3. So we need 6. So we've got 2. Let's do a blue. I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple because we're going to use some more. Okay. Now, I have notched the top right here because I have been known to get excited and distracted, and then I can't remember where the top is. So I notched it, so I will always know where to cut. Because if you're creative, you have a tendency to get distracted by things, which I have a tendency to do. So way. Alright, so we've got 4. We just need 1 more, so let's do this one. Okay. Okay. So now I've gotten several cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do curls. So you want to see which way it curls, and then you want to curl it from the outside. That way the ends stay tucked in better. Then I'll stick it in between my fingers because I want to put all 3 together. So I'll do another one. Shh, shh, shh. If you hear growling in the background, it's because Bella thinks she sees somebody. Okay. There. I got 3. And I'll just take my ribbon, fold it in the middle, put it in this bundle, and tie it off with a pipe cleaner, chenille stem, whatever it is you call it. Okay. I like to make sure my ribbon is on top before I tie it down. There we go. Alright. I'm going to do 2 more of these, and then we will put it on our little swag. Okay. So there's one. And I'm not paying attention to which colors I roll, because at this point I'm not worried about which one's on top, which one's on bottom. Because when you do that, it gives it a little bit more depth. So I will vary it when I get to the middle. There we go. These little curlies are one of my very favorite things. I just love these. Okay, so got our ribbon. We'll squeeze it in the middle. Get our little pipe cleaner. Pull it around back. Make sure our ribbon's on top because it will move. Okay. Like that. There. Okay. So we have 3 made. We're going to make 1 more. And then we're going to put it on. Okay. So roll it at the end. Fold it. Roll it at the end. And trust me, I have learned from the hard way, it's not a good idea to roll it in the middle because your ends will be sticking out and your middle will be tight. So I like them to stay as curly as possible. Now it's going to come out some, and that's okay. but if you roll it from the ends, it comes out a little bit less. Okay, so we got our last ribbon. Put that on top. One more chenille stem. And I'm gonna adjust my ribbon, make sure it stays on top. There we go. Okay, so we've gotten all these together. So now we're going to bring this back. Okay. Oop, I think one fell out. Two fell out. One of our little ruffles fell out. That's not good. I must not have tied it down tight enough. So I'll just stick it right back in here. Tie it down one good time. There we go. All fixed. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your bundle and you just kind of move things aside and find that little center bar and just stick it right down and tie it off. Whoop. So see, I've just tied it right there, and then I'll kind of twist it around. Try to make sure it'll stay in place. Sorry about that, my camera cut off, so I must kind of start off where I left off. Although I do want to show you one thing. I realized that when I put the first part together, I did it so that it was kind of hard to see. So I wanted to show you what I did is when I cut my deco mesh, I cut it with little tails hanging out the end, and then I just attached it on the end. I did that on both sides. Just wanted to make sure you could see that. Okay, so I put one of the curls in the middle. Now I'm just going to put the other three in. So I'm just going to take my curl and I'm just going to go right to that next place and just put it in. And I'm going to just keep twisting it around and tying it around the tie until I get it tied down pretty good. Because I don't want it to come off. Okay. As soon as I finish this part, I'll show you the back so you can see what it looks like from the back. Okay, I'll put the next one in. And I'm just going right on these little cross pieces. Kind of moving things and just set it down. Like that. Then I'm just tying it in. Now I'm tying it all the way around that bar, just so it won't come loose. Especially since I was thinking about putting this outside. If it gets windy, I don't want these pieces to come off. Okay. Almost done. Okay. See, this is what I'm doing. I'm just twisting it around that little bar to get it to stay down tight. There, and then I'll just move it back in the center. Okay. Last one. I'll just move things aside, put it down, and then start tying it down. Okay. There we go. Okay. So from the back, if you look in the back, you can see I just kind of looped them around that bar. I didn't do one on this bar, and I did not do one on this bar. Now you can do them there. It'll just make it even fuller. I just kind of like how this looks. And I'll kind of move these around, make sure I don't have any open spaces. Okay. Alrighty, so now that I've gotten that done, see how full that looks? I'll just kind of work on my ribbons, making sure that they're visible and you can see them. And then I'll add a few more things in. Okay. Now since I did cut this off like this, I will go back and I will spray this either with acrylic high gloss, or I will spray it with adhesive spray just to try to help keep it from doing any fraying. And this white here has a tendency to fray, so I'll do the same thing with that. I'll just kind of spray where the white is to try to keep it from doing this fraying. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some few little decorations in. Some of our ribbons we cut. So I think I'm going to do them in the front on the four corners. So I'll just open my tie back up, put it down, and tighten it back down. And then fluff out my ribbon. You can separate it like that. Okay, let's do one on this end. Now I'm just, of course, pitching them in the middle. And then untying. Whew, and tie it back down. Like that. I'll fluff out my ribbon. There. Okay, let's do this corner. So I don't want two of the same. So we'll do stars and stripes. Here we go. Okay. Just fluffing out my ribbon there. Okay, and then one more here. Let's do, oh, let's not do that one. Let's do this one, because I already have that one on the other side. Okay. Fluff it out. Like that. Okay. So we've gotten pretty much everything in there. I just wanted to add in a few little things. I have some cute little stuff. I love these. They come in a bunch, and I'll just cut off little pieces, and then I will tie it down like this. I will tie a few of them in here with the tie just to make sure it's not gonna come out. Just like that. And then you can pull it out or push it down. That's what I like about these. And then they just kind of stand up. I like that. Okay, we'll put one down here on this side. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to tie it in really tight and make sure it's not going to come loose. Usually what I do after this is I'll come back and just put a little bit of hot glue on there just to make sure that's not going to come loose. Then I have this really cute star, and I thought it would be cute to put kind of in the middle here somewhere. I want it to kind of stand up. So, and of course this has wire on it. So I will figure out where I want to put it. Like about right there, I think. Yeah. And then I will come back and I will add wire to this and hot glue as well. And let's see. Oh, this. I love this. To me, this looks like fireworks. So I want to put this on here as well. So this also has a wire base. So I will put it down and just tuck it in there like that. And then I will come back and I will wire that down. And when I say wire it down, what I mean is floral wire. So I'll use floral wire to make sure that these are secure and that they are all good to go. So I think that looks great. That came out really well. So, okay, sorry about that. My camera cut off. Sometimes it just has a mind of its own. But I'm happy with the way this turned out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure each one of these sections is tightened. And then I'm going to curl this down with a pencil like that. Just to kind of tie it off and so they're not so obvious. There. Okay. So I'll just keep going around doing this, making sure each section is tied down tight. And then doing my little curls. That. Sometimes I will leave these up. If they really kind of add to my wreath, I will leave them up. But if they don't, then I will tuck them in. Just like this. Okay. So I'll just keep going around doing this until I get it all done. But that is it for this one. This would be really cute if you were having like a 4th of July party, or sometime in the summer if you were having a party, you could put it out or put it on the table. It makes a great table piece. It could go above a door, because you could hang it like this. You could put it on your mailbox. There's a lot of different things you could do with this. It's just a fun one to make. And I really enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And please comment and subscribe. And give it a like if you liked it. And I will see you for the next tutorial. I hope you liked it. Bye-bye.